Good morning, friends. So, today we are here to have a discussion about how we are going to utilize the time period which the UPSC has given us as an opportunity. As you all know, the UPSC had rescheduled the preliminary from June to October. They have rescheduled the preliminary. So, it gives us more time, roughly around 100 days time for us to prepare only for the mains topics. After this 100 days time, still we have around 40 days where we can prepare only for the preliminary. So, the UPSC's opportunity what it has given, that I suggest that we should use this opportunity well to develop our mains. Why we have to develop this mains at this juncture? Because after the preliminary examination is going to be held, the time duration for the main examination would be definitely reduced, because the UPSC has to maintain the cycle of the preliminary, mains, interview and the next preliminary. So, as the preliminary examination itself is getting delayed due to COVID, I think after the preliminary examination, the date for the mains examination will be very less. So, under these circumstances, we would not be having time to prepare for mains after the preliminary examination. So, what best we can do in this 100 days and how best we can use this 100 days for the mains preparation, whether it is general studies paper or whether it is your optional paper, how best are you going to use it? Should you have to allot this 100 days for only the mains? I am not suggesting so. I am suggesting that a larger duration or a larger time of this 100 days could be allotted for the mains, so that you will top in the mains examination and get more marks to top in the merit list as well. Aspirants, they feel that 100 days they are having, then afterwards they have another 40 days for the preliminary. So 140 days they can relax, they thought. So I thought maybe the story of an hare and tortoise will explain to you who is going to clear this examination. Right? You must know the UPSC is like a big circle. It is a circle. Every UPSC aspirant is going to go around this circle again and again and again. First, you have a preliminary, then somewhere you have this mains, then somewhere you have this interview, and you are going in this cycle. You are going in the clockwise cycle. So, presently where are we? We are somewhere here, starting point. Okay? Starting point. Now the UPSC aspirant feels that the UPSC has given them sufficient time. 140 days, 150 days he is having in front of his hands. So, his starting point is not here. His starting point is somewhere here, he is feeling. So, he can go around this again. No, he doesn't have this. Second, you know that when you have a starting point, some set of students think that they are an hare. Another set of students who are there, I call them as tortoise. Tortoise. Sir, these are considered to be the smart students. They consider they are very smart. They can do things very faster. They can do everything clear. So they think so. Sir, these students, they are average students, maybe from Tamil medium, maybe from schools whose names are just government schools, municipal schools, students. And what is this hare story? Long time back, this hare and the tortoise, they were friends. They both decided one day, the hare told to the tortoise that let us decide who is smarter, who is stronger amongst us. So what we have to do? The tortoise dumbly asked this question. The hare told, let us keep a race, we will run a race. Right? Let us start this race. And let us see who will complete first. Whoever comes first, maybe he will be the winner. As I told you, the tortoise are dumb. So the tortoise accepted this race because the tortoise thought, yes, it can do its best. And the hare was very happy. Even before the race could start, the hare thought that it is going to win the race. So the hare and the tortoise both started from the starting point. We have hare, then you have tortoise. Starting from the starting point. What did this hare do? It ran very fast, jumped to the preliminary, cleared the preliminary, went very fast. Then before writing the mains, the hare thought that we have done everything. Like, let us relax, because the other person is just not even crossed the preliminary, he is struggling there, he is waiting there. Are we understanding this? So he began to come to the mains, wrote this mains once, wrote this mains second, wrote this mains third. Why? He relaxed here. Sir, what did this tortoise fellow do, sir? He walked step by step, he walked, cleared this preliminary, step by step, he is going, clearing the mains, then again he is walking step by step, he cleared the interview, then he comes in the merit list. Sir, what happens? Tortoise is in the merit list. Here it complains, still writing the mains again and again. It is complaining how this person cleared this examination. It is complaining constantly. So what is the secret between these two? While one person thought time is a luxury, other person, tortoise, thought that time is not a luxury. Every day one step you have to walk towards your goal. Every day. And it did its best. Of course, hare was capable of doing better, but tortoise did its best. Hare, well, it took rest. Tortoise did not do. The 100 days you decide whether you going to follow the strategy of the tortoise or you wanted to rest like an hare so that later you can run. An intelligent student, I think he will constantly keep working and use this 100 days available in front of him so that he will be successful in the examination and come in the merit list. So in our academy, what is that we have done so that you could use this 100 days well? As you all know, writing test is very difficult for the aspirants. That too, writing the test after the preliminary itself is very tough for the aspirants. People say, after the preliminary we can write the test, mains test. Yeah, preliminary has not yet come. Why we have to write this mains test now? They ask this question. I am asking a question to you, whether after the preliminary do you have the attitude or the time required to write the test? No, you don't have. So in that case, how can we expect an UPSC student, an aspirant, to write mains answers even before the preliminary? Is it possible? Definitely it is difficult, because the mind of the UPSC aspirant is always thinking about the immediate goal which is in front of him, which happens to be the preliminary examination, right? So if you think like an average UPSC aspirant, you will end up like an average UPSC aspirant without being qualifying into the merit list. I am thinking that the intelligent UPSC aspirant has to capitalize this time. So we have devised a course to ensure that the UPSC student will write. Sir, how to do that? Now the question is, why an UPSC aspirant is not writing mains answers? Number one, the tests which are being conducted are very lengthy. 250 marks the test is being held. So for this 250 marks, 3 hours he has to sit. So after 3 hours, he is very tired. Then he feels that all this hard work he can do after the preliminary, not now before the preliminary. So the tests are very big. Moreover, the syllabus itself is so vast that to complete the syllabus, write the test, it is very difficult for him. So under these circumstances, I thought we could devise a strategy wherein which the whole syllabus could be divided, micro-divided. It could be separated into small pieces, so that the UPSC aspirant would feel that he should read it and write the test. Not the full test, but small component test he can write. So based on that, we have decided to draft a new approach to this mains UPSC. Right, this 100 days you use this opportunity to develop your answer writing skills, and I think an average UPSC student could also adopt the scheduled, get benefited. An average UPSC aspirant could be getting benefited from this scheduled which you have devised. Let's see what scheduled is that. See, here I have divided the whole GS test. The whole GS, you must know, general studies, right? The whole general studies. paper which is 1, GS2, GS3 plus GS4. We have 4 papers, right? GS. 4 GS paper we are having, and plus another paper other than the option which you have happens to be the essay paper. Essay paper. And what we have decided is to break all these 4 papers into sub-components. Each and every paper would be divided into 4 components. Paper 2 would be divided into 4 components. Paper 3 into 4 components. And paper 4 also into 4 components. So 4 components, each and every topic GS paper would be divided into 4 components, plus the essay itself we are going to have 4 components. And we are devising a strategy in which you are going to complete all this 4 around 20 tests. 20 tests you are going to complete in a span of around 100 days. This is what is going to be our target. What is our target? We are having all these tests 4 plus this essay 4. So our target is 20 tests, 100 days we will complete. Less than 100 days we are planning. Right? How do you go about this? How do you go about this? Let's see the scheduled. The same thing I have given here. So each and every test, the component test will be held twice in a week. In 1 week you will have 2 tests. In 1 week you will have 2 tests. I will show you the schedule also. Clear schedule I will show you, I will explain that. So 1 week you will have 2 tests. So each and every test would be 1 hour duration test, and the test will have 75 marks. Questions will be for 75 marks. Sir, what is the division of this 75 marks? 3 into 10, 3 into 15. So 30 plus 45 is 75. So I think every average UPSC aspirant can sit for 1 hour and write the test. Just 6 questions. And that too, once in 3 days you will write the 6 questions. Then after 3 days you will write the 6 questions. So in a week he is going to cover half of 2 tests he will cover. So like that, bit by bit we will do this. So the whole syllabus, whole schedule I have given, and I have inserted essay topic after every full test. So after 4 tests, the 5th test is going to be an essay test. The 5th. Then again after 4 tests, 10th. Again after 4th, essay, then essay. Not only that, after the preliminary we will have the full range test, the UPSC full test. After the preliminary we are scheduling. So let us quickly see, okay, how syllabus we have devised. Listen, so this is the test number 1 we have given here. Okay, I am taking the whole paper 1 dividing into 4 parts. You can see this test number 1. I have divided Indian culture separate. I have divided Indian culture as separate. Then we have modern India separate, and this will be for 75 marks. It will be held. This will be for 75 marks. Right? Again, the paper 1 itself, we have society as a topic. We have physical geography resources. This will be held as a separate. Okay, it will be held. And this you will have on every Wednesday test 1. Test 2 you will have Sundays. So Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday test, Wednesday and Sunday. So 2 days, Wednesday and Sundays. You will have this test. Every Wednesday, every Sunday you will have this test starting from 26/5. Let us see. Similarly, the next test also is the same way. Next test. Right? Here again, as I told you, the 5th test is going to be themes about essay. Then the 6th, 4 test for paper 2, which is the Indian Constitution. Polity, we have governance and polity. Then social justice as a separate topic. Then IR. So this 4 will cover the paper 2, which we have given separated, and also the next test, which is 1 day we have given in between, a free day also for you. Some students feel that, sir, after 8 tests, 10 tests, we need 1 day at least break. So that also we have taken care. So in between we have given space for free day also. Then we have an essay test 10th. Again the paper 3 is repeating 11, 12, 13, 14. That will be paper 3. Then the 15th test is going to be an essay test again. Then again you will write 4 tests. Right? So the last test, the 20th test, you are going to complete on 8/8/2021. So the last test, the test number 20th would be held on 8/8/2021. Sir, what is this 8/8/21? To how much days we are having after the writing the 20th test, which is a component test? How many days we are having? When is the preliminary? The preliminary is going to be 10/10/21. So we are having 62 days after writing the last 20th test. So you have sufficient time to prepare for your preliminary even after completing all the tests as per our scheduled. Now after the preliminary, what are you going to do? You are going to continue in the same test batch. Then you will have the full tests, right? You will have full test paper 1, which is 250 marks, again 3-hour duration. So all tests will be like this. Then essays also you will have full test, right? Then all other mock tests also we have full test. And how many more tests? You will have 10 tests which you will write after the preliminary, which is full test. That it will be sufficient. Sir, what are the dates? Dates I have not announced, because after the preliminary we will be certain how much days we are going to have for the mains. Right. This is in a nutshell what this syllabus is. The syllabus you can download from our website, or I can share it in the link also I can share. Okay. Sir, what are 1 or 2 important things which you have to know? Some instructions I have given. The instruction is also available. Just I would like to highlight 1 or 2 points. See, we all know because of the COVID time, every aspirant is suffering economically. So keeping that in the mind, so what I have done is that we have kept the test series in a very competitive way, very economical way, so that the UPSC student can benefit. All the 20 tests, okay, will be 3,000 rupees only. Okay, you can pay this 3,000 and take all the component test. Sir, if you want to take only the essay, some people say, sir, I want only the essay test, whose numbers are test number 5, test number 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All essay test you can take by just paying 1,500 only. Then of course, some students say, sir, I want to try the whole test, starting from test number 1 to test number 30 test I can try. As I told you, don't you imagine about the 30 test number. 20 tests very easily we can conduct. 20 tests easily will do before the preliminary, right? Then it is only 6,000. Now sir, how the question would be discussed? After every 2 tests, after every 75 plus 75, after 150 marks when you are written, I will come for a discussion. The subject faculties will come for the discussion. The discussion is going to be through the Zoom live discussions. So the students who are enrolled, they will be given some special IDs. They could enter and listen to the Zoom live sessions you can attend. That is point number 1. Point number 2, sir, how the paper will be evaluated. After writing the test, we will send you the question paper. After writing the test, you scan either from a cell phone or PDF scanner, whatever it is, you scan and mail us your answer. Then we will evaluate. Then we will sit and discuss. We can have Zoom sessions, 1 by 1 also we can have 1-to-1 Zoom sessions. And once you are writing the test, once you are showing involvement, once you are doing your best to develop yourself, we will work our best to ensure that you also are benefited. So since the COVID has restricted to be in this online platform, we have no other option. We could not meet you offline. So let us use this online to the best efficient way. Thank you. All the very best.